Hi, my name is Eric Tao. I am currently the president of Mount Sierra College in Los Angeles. I'm also a trustee on the board of Philip Graduate University, and I'm also is a long-term a full-time professor at California State University in Montreal Bay, where I'm taking a long-term leave of absence right now. So I'm going to answer three questions about higher education leadership, and this might take about 5 minutes. The first one is, what is your view of leadership in higher education? The leadership in higher education need to provide two things. The first one is you need to create a vision. That's probably universal to all kind of leadership, but in higher ed, it's also important. Because in a university or higher ed setting, everyone could be a different goal. So in a typical large university, there are so many different ways for people to work on different projects. So it could be very chaotic. And if you don't have a clear vision, it could be another 3, 4, 5, 10 years, and nothing seems to happen. It just kind of continue to go as it was. But that is the trap. If you just want to keep the institution as they were yesterday, why do you need the leadership? Why do you need president? The president of leadership is a catalyst for change, and change need a vision. So you need to formulate a shared vision that is very close to the soul or to the idea of that particular institution. You need to formulate that joint vision, but you also need to communicate it all the time. For example, what's the vision? What's a simple vision for Mount Sierra College? I'm helping this institution to adhere and to proceed. Is Mount Sierra College provide the best education experience, combining liberal arts education and career connection, one student at a time. So that's the vision. You need to communicate that all the time to everyone, over and over, until everyone can kind of memorize it in their sleep. And so that's the creative vision. The second important leadership is to provide the resource or the pathway. The worst about not having a vision is having a vision but no way to achieve it. And that will lead to low morale and frustration. So as a leader, you need to make sure in terms of the money, resource, political connection, you somehow point the pathway. It might not be easy, but it's possible. Then people will say, okay, that's a great vision, and there is a pathway. It could be very arduous, but there is a possibility to achieve that vision. So that's the two things, the vision and the pathway. And that is what leadership is about in higher ed. Second question, what are the biggest challenges facing the institution today, and what leadership skills are needed to solve these challenges and move the institution forward? That is a deep question. What's the biggest challenge facing the institution today? I would say if the biggest one is to build an environment truly for learning. So that's hard. The reason why it is, people come to the university for political reason. There's always a rift, especially with current political climate. There's conservative, there is a democratic, there's a entrenched the liberal thinking, there's a conservative idea want to come in. But the challenge is that how do you make everyone center on the one true mission, the one true cause for a higher ed is learning. So whatever it takes, create that environment that people might have different idea, but one thing cannot be compromised, and everyone supports is that you provide the best learning for the students. And if you can have that, then you can move the institution forward, because no one can argue against that. The third one is, what does the institution need to look like 5 years from now? I would say there are 3 or 4 things I want to see a higher ed institution. First is that the student truly understand the problem in the society, not the solution, because they can create a solution later. But they really have to appreciate what is the challenge the society is facing right now. Because with a good question asked, that's half of the education. Once you identify the problem to be solved, the learning fall into place much better. So the first thing is that the institution should allow students to explore and find out what is a real problem. The second one is that you need to break the boundary of different departments or different kind of entrenched silos. There's a psychology, there's math, computer science, environmental study. All these, the natural thing, especially when the institution grows beyond, say, $7,000 students, every department becomes a little silo. You lack the connection between discipline. Remember, the discipline doesn't solve problem. The problem often resides outside of a particular discipline. For example, low math score in some K-12 school, is that a technology problem, political problem, or it's a math problem or education problem? It's all above. So how do we make sure there's a continuous effort to break the boundary between silos? I think that is important, that the institution need to work on. In 5 years, I would love to see institution continue to break that silo. And the last thing I want to see the institution is that you provide many lifelong connection and learning opportunity for the society and definitely for the graduates. Things are changing very fast. I think the value a university or college can create for the long term, for constituents, for the community, and definitely for the graduate, is continue to engage them, show them what they are missing, and provide that engagement opportunity for them to continue to learn. Not only this will bring value to the learner, the graduate, but it's a great fundraising opportunity. So those are the 3 things I think the institution in the next 5 years should work on. That's it for me, and I believe those are the messages that everyone should hear, and I support this message. This is Eric Tao. Peace out.